and welcome to this crazy episode of Bosryers, episode number 5, hosted by Sable Ranch. Well guys, we're going to enjoy the 4x4 track and see what it has to offer for us. It is our first time here, so we don't know what to expect, but according to all the other videos that I've seen on the internet, this is going to be one awesome day. And a warm welcome to episode number 5 of Bosryers. Myself, Etienne Dempers, hosting this Bosryers series for you to enjoy. Today we are standing here by Sable Ranch. We had a warm welcome by Vian and his wife Marley. So today we're going to enjoy this track. Vian, thank you very much for this opportunity. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Etienne, very much. Welcome. We enjoy it. Thanks for coming.
The pleasure is all mine.
Good. So at Sable Ranch, we've got various kind of activities. We've got Sable Ranch hiking, we've got 4x4, we've got the accommodation, and we've got our restaurant down here at Sable Ranch.
Awesome. Now, earlier off camera, we spoke about your restaurant and you mentioned your craft beer. Please tell me more about that.
So we've got Nobleman Brewery that is on our site. So as you drive off the main road, you turn right at Noble Village, and then you come and you find a parking. You always find myself, Vian, or my lovely wife Marley in the parking area. Then you come down to the restaurant. Once you're done at the restaurant, like you've mentioned, we've got some beautiful, nice scenery, and we've got some nice beer as well. We've got the IPA, we've got the Saison, we've got the lager, and then we've got the light ale. So there's various different beers that we brew here.
Awesome, awesome. And then other than the beer that we can enjoy, what meals have you got?
So we've got some steaks, we've got some pizzas, we've got some tromazzinis, we've got some burgers, and then now we've started to incorporate the breakfast as well. So you're more than welcome to come and enjoy the breakfast over here. And then when you're on your track and the bellies is full, then you can go and enjoy the track in the hiking or the 4x4.
Awesome. So then you said there's hiking, there's 4x4, and then what other activities is there for us to enjoy?
So we don't want you to worry about the kids. So we've incorporated a whole lot of different activities for the kids. They can do archery, they can do pedaling cars, they can do paintball, they can do zip lining, and we've got a little playground for them to enjoy.
Awesome. Now that sounds exciting. And then while we are out on the 4x4 track or even on a hiking track, what views do you have? What scenery is there? Do you have game on the farm? Please tell us a bit more about that.
Good, Etienne. So we've got a beautiful Sable Ranch here. So you walk and you drive on Sable Ranch. So when you walk and drive, we've tried to keep the game to the 4x4 side. So it's more of a game drive for you as the 4x4, and you can experience the game. We've got the Sables, we've got the Golden Wildebeest, we've got Blessbok, we've got Exotic Game, and we try to keep it one side for the 4x4 to enjoy it as a game drive.
Awesome. Well, I think that was extremely well thought through so that we can also enjoy the beauty that God has to offer for us. Thank you very much, Vian. We really appreciate your time. So now the last thing that I need you to do is tell the people how they can get hold of you.
Good. So you can contact me or my lovely wife. Her contact number is 079-896-7374, and my contact number is 082-464-0173. Or you can go to our website sable-ranch.co.za, and you will find all of our activities on the website.
And then one very important question I've got for you. On the 4x4 track, we start off with water, if I'm not wrong?
Yes, correct.
Alright, then we go through a tunnel, and then from there you made a track specifically with various obstacles, and then after that we're going onto the mountain.
Yes, exactly as he mentioned. So you start in the parking lot. As you go back, when you've signed your indemnity, you continue all the way through. You're going to find a start board. Once you go through the start board, you turn to the right, you go and enjoy the river, and then you come through the tunnel underneath the main road. And then we've got various obstacles, cross axle, we've got the side slope, we've got the mud pool, we've got a little bit of everything for you to enjoy your 4x4. And the first course up until the house is an intermittent kind of 4x4, and then when you go onto the mountain, it's more for your advanced drivers that knows how to take their lines and which way to go and which way not to go.
Awesome. And tell me quickly the grade level. What level would you say is your most extreme obstacle?
So the most extreme obstacle is the mountain. There's loose rocks, there's sharp rocks, so your your tire pressure would be around about 1.2. But the intermittent course is around about a grade 2 or 3 out of 5. And then at the back of the mountain, I'd say it's a grade 3 to grade 4.
Awesome. Now, Vian, with all this activities and with the hiking and with the 4x4, obviously one day is not enough to experience everything. Is there any way possible that people can maybe stay over and enjoy the rest of your farm the following day?
Yes, Etienne, like we've got also here is the accommodation. So the accommodation is very close to the Magalies River. We cater for big groups of people and small groups of people. The big groups of people we're catering for around about from 14 people to around about 20 guests. That is at the River Dancer side, and then at Sable Ranch we've got the more exclusive for the couples where you want to do a one-on-one, or you want to be romantic and take the lovely lady away for a lovely romantic date. Then we've got that exclusive.
Alright, so in other words, what you're telling me is I can even bring my wife for my anniversary, not only to experience what you have to offer in terms of the activities.
As you said it.
Thank you very much. That
Awesome.
will definitely happen.
Great stuff. Thank you.
We started the day off with a group meeting and a morning prayer. Ek weet julle manne met die baie capable voertuie en Here wat ons weer ook onder mekaar kan kom en lag en grappies maak en mekaar net raad gee. Yeah, so this is the beginning of the track, and we just passed the start board, so I'm already becoming excited, and they told us we're going to start by water, so that's going to be quite fun. So we're at the beginning of the 4x4 track, and I must say this track is extremely beautiful laid out. All the boards is extremely visible, directions is giving quite well, and there's proper detail. So this is one thing I can definitely say, well thought through. We prepared our vehicles, locking our 4x4 hubs, airing down the tires and getting ourselves ready for this track. In our convoy we had Etienne, Kenny, Johan, Wessel, Pieter, Wally, Marcel, Rian and Marty, Maurits, and Marius. Right, this is our first obstacle. We're going through water, so let's see. Well, this is a loose rocky terrain. The water is not that deep, but it is still intimidating as you cannot really see the exact lane to take. So this is literally a meaning of hope you take it right. And through this water, Kenny and Johan is giving us a show, making the ladies scream. And we want to say thank you very much to Torero Productions, who is one of our sponsors for this episode. Torero Productions is sound, lighting and staging company. Give them a call for your next event on 082 395 0771.
And don't be mistaken by the HL volley, just watch how he also gives us a show with this monstrous beast of his.
Alright, so we're through the water hole, on our way to the bridge still, and there's a little bit of an axle twister that I'm going to attempt it. This is actually way too rough for my vehicle, but nevertheless, I'm gonna try it. Well, let me take my words back. It was not so rough as I expected.
As vessel comes along, just listen how that locker disengages and engages again to make sure that it is locked. And then we would like to introduce Think Metal. Kenny is a metal fabricator and he does wonders with his CO2 welder and his laser cutter. Just give Kenny a call to manufacture anything regarding metal.
Now eventually we came to the tunnel. In my opinion, the tunnel is one of the attraction points of a 4x4 track, because I don't think we have any other 4x4 track with this type of scenery, with this type of tunnel going through. So I kind of like this a lot. And then we can make some noise. Yeah, the noise is definitely doing it. And an uphill axle twister. This is where the fun starts. There's definitely going to be some wheels in the area. And to go through, you really need to do it with some momentum. Well, at least I do.
The Country Pie, with the most delicious pies in South Africa delivered directly to your door. For a huge variety of pies to choose from, give Etienne a call on 082 395 0771. En net oor aan sy gatwip toe maak papa ons. Marius coming with his Ford Ranger stock standard out of the factory, having a little bit of downfall with his ground clearance.
Alright, so this is the second obstacle after the tunnel, where we have a slight bit of an axle twister going over a little hump. And for the purpose of today, all the obstacles we take the bull run and not the chicken run.
We take all of our vehicles to Rolf's workshop in Carltonville to get the maintenance done on our vehicles. Rolf specializes in major services, minor services, disc skimming, CV joints, wheel bearings, diagnostic fault finding and reset of cluster lights, and there's still so much more that Rolf can do for you.
We came to a side slope that is a way off camber to the left. This is quite intimidating because it really feels like your vehicle will roll over. But I must be honest, this is not so bad unless if you have a vehicle with extremely high body roll at the top. But yeah, intimidation, but not unsafe.
Rubbish man, the man to call when hard labor needs to be done. He specializes in professional tree felling, responsible waste management, recycling, wood, charcoal and anthracite sales, drum rentals with weekly removals. Contact Nico for more information.
Right, so behind me, this is where the playpen is. So there's no specific route, there's no real way, but we figured out the track that we're going to take so that we can also enjoy all the obstacles that is to offer. We're going to take a little bit of convoy style. Let's hope we're not going to cross each other way too much, but we're going to enjoy it, and I hope you enjoy it as well. This is actually quite fun. Yeah. Well, this is where any person with a 4x4 can actually come to practice. This is a nice touch. This is a nice up down. There's actual twisting going around, and this will really give you a good experience to start with the moment you have a brand new 4x4 or anything like that. This is the final uphill for this obstacle. Then we're going to have to make a 3-point turn so that we can enjoy this downhill. And then we're finishing it off with a slight bit of an axle twister. I'm actually going in a bit too steep sideways, but nevertheless it's not that rough, so it's perfectly fine. Easy does it.
Torero Logistics, the company that you can trust with your goods to be transported all over South Africa. And this is where the men went home and the boys came out to play. And Kenny accepting every challenge possible, so he came out with his 2x4 and doing amazing stuff that surprised all of us. Marcel Kotze also taking on this challenge. Unfortunately, the wheel pace is way too long for this short obstacle, but other than that, he would definitely make it through. CSE Contractors, Kuni, the man to call when you have any requirements regarding electrical or any events. From electrical certificate of compliance through to power distribution as well as generators. And then we have our general maintenance and installations done by Kuni as well as CCTV camera installations. talk about Kenny and his pipe car. Now this is an epic bug that Kenny manufactured himself on a Beetle chassis with a 1.8 Golf engine, and he is running on 28-inch wheels. Fattish chicken with delicious chicken, from breast fillets to buffalo wings to crumb chicken, etc. Give Vaughan or Warren a call. This is Johan Barnard with his fiancée Elisma, and here is a summary of their vehicle. This is a Toyota SFA chassis with Toyota front and rear diffs, a Supra 7M 3-liter motor, Willis body, 35-inch wheel at 0.8 bar tire pressure.
Right, this is I assume this is a second playpen or playpen part 2. Not 100% sure, but this is quite interesting. Again, we're taking a convoy style where we are having 5 vehicles at a time. So we're going to play follow the leader. This is going to be lekker. And remember, in all cases, we do take the bull run. This is quite loose sand, so I don't want to get stuck.
Love my prints. They print anything on mugs, shirts, vinyl, etc. So if you want anything printed or branded, give Amanda a call. at the Garage Recording Studios for audio and video productions, broadcasting of live events, post-production and mixing and mastering of any recording. Contact Werner Bosman for more information. We all underestimated this little obstacle. Look as I go down how my sidestep is digging into the ground.
Okay. No, naar mij toe, naar mij toe, naar mij toe. Straight down. Rechts.
Ja, maar die gaan naar die bank van die zo.
Jy moet worry nie, jy's fine.
Lekker man.
And Peter Johnson, no need for real introduction, he's riding his 2.2 Toyota Lolux with his Bridgestone 33-inch mud terrains at 1 bar tire pressure.
Right, so this is where we came to an axle twister. Now if you do have diff lock, axle twister is absolutely no challenge whatsoever. If you don't have diff lock, well, momentum is your only way. And I see these holes are dug quite close to each other, so this immediately does make this axle twister way more difficult as well. That was interesting.
Torero Productions for sound, lighting and stages. CSE contractors for event power, generators and COC certification. The Country Pie for the most delicious variety of pies in South Africa. Torero Logistics and Transport Services for transportation of your goods all over South Africa. Rules Workshop for any form of maintenance on your vehicle. Fattish Chicken for the most delicious chicken delivered to your door. Rubbish Man for professional tree felling and waste management. Think Metal for laser cutting and metal fabrication. Love My Prints for printing and branding for your business. Sable Ranch for extreme outdoor fun and 4x4. At the Garage Recording Studios for recording, mixing, mastering and videography services.
We came to a lock crossing. Rian in front is the hero who's doing the line checks for us, who's giving directions, so we are thankful. This lock crossing is extremely narrow, so there's not much room for error, or if your wheelbase is too wide or too narrow, there might be a slight problem. But anyway, Rian is the hero in this tale. Thank you, Rian.
Now girls, this is where you can look at the bellies of the guys going over this hot bridge.
This is the more intimidating part of the track, where we're going on a loose rocky terrain up on the mountain. So this is not easy because traction is not on your side. This is awesome. I like it. This is one of the obstacles where if you do have lockers, please use them, because that will definitely minimize the amount of damage that you might get to your vehicle.
And once again we welcome the ladies behind the steering wheels. Well done, Marty, for taking this Mahindra up the mountain so steadily. Speaking of Rian and Marty Maritz, they're having the Mahindra Tar Playgirl 2.5 diesel with Dunlop mud terrains at 1.2 bar tire pressure, fitted with a Bundu Gear Adventure kit, and they also have a 3.5 ton winch fitted to this tar. Notice how the ground clearance is making it more challenging for Morris.
Right, this is the second part of this mountain climb, and this is quite exciting because again we are here by axle twisting in a natural terrain on a rocky terrain, which is flippin' cool. And then there's a long loose rock climb again on the other side of this corner. I just love this natural obstacles that this mountain has to offer.
And I'm driving a Nissan 3-litre V6 stock standard hard body with only a 40mm lift with 30-inch tires at 1.2 bar tire pressure.
Mama ry nou. Maak seker jy is hier na.
This is volley and volley with the Jeep Wrangler, only a 2-inch lift with 35-inch all-terrain tires with aftermarket bumpers.
Bietjie kans van Pieter. Bietjie nie byt vas daarso.
Werner, hoe gaan het?
I'm standing here with Mobile, and he's enjoying the day. So we're about at the halfway point now with our beautiful convoy and the crew behind us. Just look at this beautiful scenery that this mountain has to offer. Definitely Sable Ranch is one of the 4x4 tracks that I can give a huge high five to and a big thumbs up. What do you say, bro?
Thumbs up for everybody.
Amen. Buckle up, bro. There we go. Right, this is the mountain climb part 3, and we're almost to the top of the mountain, and the higher you go up, the more beautiful the scenery becomes, and there's some hectic steps that we need to conquer first before we can enjoy that beautiful view.
And Maury is making us proud, not backing out of this challenge. However, he does need to take it quite cautiously for the sake that his vehicle is the lowest of the convoy. Now, Marius Jansen van Rensburg with his Ford Ranger 2-liter XLT double cab 10-speed automatic gearbox with his Bridgestone Dueler stock standard tires.
I lost completely count, but I think this is number 4 on the mountain climb, and this is where we have an option of going left to continue with the climb, or going back down where you can say this is where I had enough. Now we are definitely going to continue. This is definitely the most difficult part of this track today so far. I don't know ahead what's coming still, but there's some quite big rocks in this trail, and let's hope we don't catch some rocks on the diff and so forth, but nevertheless we take it. Shaky, bumpy, step climbing. And this is quite awesome, I must say. Sean, are you enjoying yourself?
I'm loving it, man.
This is Wessel and Wessel Oosthuizen in their Toyota Land Cruiser double cab 4.5 V8 diesel stock standard.
I've watched so many videos on YouTube about what Sable Ranch has to offer, and I must say in most of the videos many people actually take the shortcut back home. You guys don't know what you're missing. So if you come here at Sable Ranch, do yourself the effort, come all the way up to the top of the mountain. You will not regret it.
As we make our way down to the Braai area, hopefully we will still have another obstacle or two before we need to end this day. But I must say, so far this was really one huge enjoyable day that I really enjoyed with everything inside of me. And halfway down the mountain, we came across this. Upon inspection, we decided that this challenge, we need to take it. And while we were taking this challenge, we realized that if we had to rate this obstacle, we would rate it at least an 8 to 10 out of 5. Loose rocks, loose sand, no traction at all. And as you can see, even low lucks did not make it back up on this difficult obstacle. Now Volley removing his vehicle from this beautiful parking spot. This is not for no reason. He is also taking this challenge. Volley, you legend. Now as Volley is coming down this mountain, look at the steep slope down. This is at least 35 degrees, maybe even more, going down. Volley handling it quite well, with the camera going off center to any direction. keep your eyes feasted on how the rear left wheel lifts up over that huge rock. Well done, Volley! Notice as I'm coming down the mountain how the rain and the lightning starts in the background.
I'm recording. I've got no idea what's this obstacle's name. and I'm actually not sure whether this is an obstacle or not. It's extremely loose, it's extremely steep down, and definitely one of the most tempting ones I've done in my life before. So 2 vehicles did it before me. Traction is not part of the package.
Here comes the
There's no turning back now. This is definitely the most extreme obstacle I've ever taken in my life. So this is loose. And there all my traction is gone. This is extremely steep, extremely loose, and definitely not something that you should take when you're a beginner. And I am a beginner, so.
This is awesome.
More awesome is reckless.
This is awesome.
This is reckless. I don't have any control over this vehicle at all. It's sliding down on its own. I'm not turning the steering wheel at all, and I'm going in all the directions. Now I'm turning for the first time to see whether I can get around this corner safely. There's definitely huge rocks underneath me that's rolling under my belly. So I'm turning left. Huh? Yeah.
And down.
Alright, so it started raining now. Our main camera is down. Because of the rain, we cannot risk losing the camera. So we solely depend now on our secondary camera, the crew cam and the dash cam to get this obstacle through. My heartbeat is definitely sky high. I'm shaking. I don't know if my camera is showing my... This is... This is not a joke. This is not a joke. Anyway, I think we made it safely down.
That was awesome.
This is Moritz and Mobile Smits coming down the mountain with a white Hilux 2.4 petrol with only a little bit of body lift. Now, as you can see, the video quality is not as good as we are used to. The simple reason for this is, unfortunately, with the rain we could not risk using our main cameras, but at least we managed to shoot him with a cell phone coming down. Only afterwards we found out from Vian that this was not an actual obstacle, but since we saw the challenge, we just could not resist. So we're coming down the mountain with rain pouring, and there's actually little bits of hail that join the rain. So this awesome day definitely came to an end. Well, or so we thought.
Well, we're coming down the mountain now, and the rain is pouring down. So the camera crew is inside the vehicle. Guys, say hi. What's up? Hey, Timmy, show your face, man. You're hiding yourself there in the dark. Anyway, so yeah, unfortunately I think that's basically the end of the video shoot for the day, but at least what I can say is we got the most important parts of this track, and we got awesome shots, and this was definitely a day well spent at Sable Ranch.
Yeah.
Weet je maar, kan niet snakken dat je met die worstjes klinken voor de lekkerste zo. Oeh la la.
We are thankful that Jock managed to get the braai going and finish preparing all the food before the rain did hit on that side as well. As we enjoyed lunch, the rain stopped and gave us an opportunity to go and enjoy the rest of the track, and then we discovered the muddy Mount Everest. Normally this Mount Everest is not as difficult, but after the rain this obstacle became muddy, slippery, and on top of that you need to keep your throttle control in order so that you don't fly over to the downhill side again.
Ruim weer.
And this is Marcel and his dad Albert Kotze in their Land Cruiser. One thing that you can really appreciate about the Bosryers team is the fact that they are so fearless and entertaining at the same time. What more do you want? This is absolutely the best of both worlds. Just look at how these various drivers do various things to entertain you. Listen to that noise there. Now that is exactly what happens when your vehicle is moving in the opposite direction as your gears.
Hier daai. Bypalle. It's brilliant. Brilliant.
Wat gaan een beetje extra krijgen, maar het gaat hem niet
At the end of the day, the rain came and we couldn't finish our video production we had on this beautiful day. But now the rain is gone and now the ground is all wet. So we're going to enjoy just some playpen and mud. Now let's go for Mount Everest Now, a lot of people do struggle with Mount Everest today, and the main reason is it's muddy, it's slidey, it's wet, and on top of that, at the top end, a lot of people already spinned out a huge portion of the track, so it's not so easy as it used to be. First try was not successful, but we are definitely going to try it again. And there's Kenny Huang Donuts at the back, doing it way better than what we did. So let's go for our second try on this Mount Everest. Apparently, I took the complete wrong line. A lot of advice from everyone around me. Let's do it. Ja, jong. Ek het 'n vroeg throttle gelos. Alweer throttle te vroeg gelos. Ek sê dan vir hy knip heel bo.
Dis net agteronder.
Baie mooi.
Holy shit.
That look cool.
Jong.
Epic, people, epic.
Ag nee man, dis nie 'n challenge. Ek vat hom sommer weer van die kant af.
Yes, please. Epic.
Clearly you can see some of our members really don't need a TLB to make a road. They make their own road. And as the sun goes down and the day is about to end, our team just could not resist the final challenge between the guys. And this is where the Bosryers are setting the new standard. With the terrain being so slippery after the rain, it really makes this challenge so much more intense. Bosryers would just like to thank Vian and Marley for inviting us to shoot episode number 5 at Sable Rockers. En ons het mekaar saam along the line verloor. Maar dis okay, ons is aan die kant uit en is lekker gewees. En vir elkeen van julle wat net so spontaneously seker kan doen het. Bosryers!
I think I didn't take the correct line there.
No, definitely
And that was
not.
damaged. Turn that camera back on us, please.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm gonna back down so long.
Sure.
So, watch yourself, watch yourself. So let's go for our second try on this Mount Everest.
Check this. I'm recording.
Buckle up, Sonny.
Yeah.
But as we make our way down the mountain to the Bry area, sorry, as we make our way down to the nogal my bakkie seer gemaak voor ek kom.
Toe ek sê bakkie. Ek kan hoor jy kom sê. Hierso. Ha? Jy moet daai kan nie stres.
Nee, daai. My balle.
Ry hier in die bosveld en die vuurtjie brand te mooi. Die songesig oor die rots en klippe en natuur wat ons uitnooi. Ons ry waar ander net kan droom en die son sak in die bos. Ons bosryers het modderbloed en ons kry jou in die bos.